Hello, my name is Enrique Salcedo. When I was choosing my classes before the semester started, I saw that I had to take public speaking. Now, my first thought was how many of you probably felt, which is, man, I am not trying to take that class. Not shortly after, I pictured myself freezing, stumbling upon my words in front of an audience, which made me even more nervous to take this course. Now, after going through this course, I'm recording the speech head on with more confidence than I had before. If you feel the same type of nerves that I felt, you're not alone. About 70% of people share the same feeling you and I feel for public speaking. Today, I'm going to drop some gems so that you're successful in this class and how these skills could calm your nerves and help you later in your future career, especially for someone like me who is trying to become a PE teacher where I'll be speaking in front of students all day. My 5 keys to success in this public speaking course are to be consistent, be on time, be persistent, rehearse, and to communicate. First, be consistent. Treat this class sort of like a gym for your public speaking skills. Be consistent on course announcements. Keep up with small assignments because they do add up, and do the prep work for each speech. I learned that every speech starts with a clear goal. In public speaking, this is known as a rhetorical purpose, which is having an audience in mind and doing the research to give your speech credibility. When I stayed consistent with these steps, I felt more prepared and ready to take the speech head on, which made it easier for me to calm my nerves down. My second key to success goes hand in hand with consistency, and that is to be on time. When I started my assignments early, I had more time to outline my speeches and think about ways to adapt to my audience. That extra time allowed me to rehearse, study, and prepare for my speech, instead of rushing everything last minute. If you have struggles with time management, set reminders on your phone, set that alarm, make a note in your planner, do whatever it takes to be on time. Remember, this is your grade. These are your units to earn. Being on time doesn't just impress your professor, it keeps your stress levels low right before you're about to speak, which is huge if you feel nervous. Timing is everything. Be on time, show up for yourself. My third key is to be persistent. My first speeches were not perfect by any means, but I learned to use feedback from my professor and my peers, and instead of taking it personally, I used that feedback and applied it to my next speech. Each speech gave me another opportunity to organize my ideas, practice eye contact, so that I could have better connection with my audience. Little by little, speaking in front of an audience felt less like a threat and more like clocking into work. I grew accustomed to it. You might not gain that confidence right away, but that's normal. All that matters is that you keep going. These skills that I acquired during this course will follow me into my future career as a PE teacher, where I'll need to explain activities, motivate students, and talk to parents. My fourth key is to rehearse, and rehearse the right way. Just reading your outline in your head isn't enough. The best way I could explain proper rehearsal is kind of like acting. You really have to get into the role. Going over my outline over and over while standing up, saying the words out loud, and timing myself made a huge difference when I was delivering speeches. I also practiced my introductions and conclusions until they felt natural, and used the same gestures and body language like if there were a real audience in front of me. The more I rehearsed, the more familiar my speech felt, and my nerves had less power over me. For my last and fifth key to success is to communicate. This course showed me that good speakers are also good listeners. Messaging Professor Elizondo when I had a question, talking with classmates, and giving peer feedback all helped me understand and get comfortable with this course. We all have a common goal in this class, so it is very important that we all listen and communicate with each other, not just as classmates, but as teammates. Pay attention when others are speaking because you can learn a lot from their strengths and mistakes. And it's just common courtesy to pay attention when someone else is talking or speaking. As a future PE teacher, clear communication will be the center of everything I do, explaining rules, keeping students safe, and creating an environment where everyone feels included. So to succeed in this course, remember these 5 keys. Be consistent, be on time, be persistent, rehearse, and communicate. Public speaking is not some class you just take for 1 or 2 semesters. It's about gaining life skills for your future career and personal life. Learning to organize your thoughts, to speak with a purpose, and to connect with people through your words and your voice. If someone like me, who once dreaded this class, can grow more confident, so can you. Treat this course like a workout plan. Trust the process if you want to see results. You might just be surprised with the power of your voice.